Welcome back. This is a hot topic, David, that really gets people's goat. With the population and driving age growth in our area, it's a point of contention in many neighborhoods with short driveways, narrow streets, summer visitors, and multiple vehicles. Parking. There, I said it, parking. Where do courtesies rule and parking laws begin? In efforts to quell the debate, we at CVTV News thought it might be a good time to review the rules straight from the DMV handbook. You may not park beside another parked vehicle, also called double parking, on crosswalks or sidewalks.
No?
No, you may not park in front of driveways, within areas where parking is prohibited by curbs painted yellow or with designated no parking signs.
I thought that meant the element to park there.
No. In a parking space reserved for people with disabilities or in striped van ramp access aisles adjacent to parking spaces reserved for people with disabilities. On the hard surfaces of a road when no curb is present. Within 15 feet of a fire hydrant. You may not park within 20 feet of an intersection. You may not park in a bike lane. Within 15 feet of an entrance to a fire, ambulance, or rescue squad station, or within 500 feet of where fire trucks or equipment are stopped answering an alarm. You may not park within 50 feet of a railroad crossing.
That's a good advice.
In such a way that you would block or create a hazard for other vehicles in a designated traffic lane. When you're parking on a public road, move as far from traffic as possible. If you park on a shoulder, pull over as far on the shoulder as possible. If you park next to a curb, pull close to it. You may not park more than 1 foot from a curb. On a two-way street, park on the right side of the road. On a one-way street, you may park on either side. A good way to remember this is to only park on the side of the lane in which you are legally allowed to drive, and the car must be able to flow with, not against traffic when you put it in drive. If you are a motorcycle driver, you may park 2 motorcycles in a single parking space designated and marked for 4-wheel vehicles. The parking and storage of tractor trailers, semi-trucks, trailers, truck cabs, or truck tractors or cabs are prohibited in residential R1 through R4 districts unless a special exception was granted. While blocking a mailbox is not illegal, and this is something hotly debated in our area, blocking a mailbox is not illegal per se. A blocked receptacle due to a parked vehicle can impede the letter carrier's access to the box. According to the United States Postal Service policy, the city or rural carrier should get out of the vehicle to make delivery if the mailbox is temporarily blocked by a vehicle. However, if the carrier continually experiences a problem in serving curb line or rural boxes where the customer is able to control on-street parking, the postmaster may withdraw delivery service. And lastly, let courtesy always rule. If you expect a large number of visitors and parking is limited in your area, recommend that your visitors use carpool or cab type service, or park further away and get some steps logged into your pedometer app. In addition, a heads up through your subdivision social media group, a nicely written note placed on adjacent neighbors' doors, or simply face-to-face chat goes a long way.
Do people still do face-to-face chat?
They still do face-to-face. If your neighbors expect the congestion and know it's for a limited time, they will be more apt to be patient.
Now I have to ask, I have a tractor, being on a farm. Do all these rules apply to them too?
I would assume so, but you have to have the appropriate flashing lights to be able to even travel on a roadway with your tractor.
I have farm use only, so
there you go.
I can go on the big roads. If you look on the list of teachers for your child's school and notice that a few names are missing from last year's roster, don't be too surprised. When the 2018 school year ended, the number of teachers that left the Stafford County school system hit an all-time high. In 2018, 15.7% of the teachers in the county left their jobs. Stafford has had a high turnover rate for over several years now, often in the double digits. And no, it's by no means all retirements. Most of these people leaving the school system are doing so for other reasons. One of the most frequently cited reasons is teacher pay. Stafford's teacher pay is on a par with neighboring school systems, but tends to fall well short of the salaries they can command in Prince William County. As an example, Stafford County schools have tried to come to grips with our comparatively low pay, and this year's budget does include a 5% pay raise for teachers, or what is referred to as licensed employees. Though it's not clear what this increase if this increase will be enough to stem the tide of exiting teachers in Stafford County. Stafford's teacher turnover problem is not unique. Many area communities are feeling the same pinch. Some departing teachers cite poor working conditions, poor management, and feeling underappreciated by their school systems and their communities. That's you and me. Some are moving to other school systems for better pay and conditions, and some are leaving teaching altogether. None of that is good news for our area schools.
Right. The Federal Centers for Disease Control and Prevention shows a strong likelihood that people are spreading diseases which can cause profuse watery diarrhea by jumping into a pool too soon after they've been sick. I'm sorry, David, this is not the pleasant report. 40 states, including Virginia, have seen an increase in cryptosporidium, or crypto for short. Crypto causes diarrhea for weeks, and while not usually fatal, is quite uncomfortable with watery stools and abdominal cramping.
Reminds me of a bug I got when I went to the Far East.
Yes, those at greatest risk are young children, pregnant women, and people with weakened immune systems. The Virginia Department of Health says crypto is spread by swallowing water polluted with fecal matter containing the bug. The cryptoparasite from the poop of infected humans and animals can live in chlorinated water up to 7 days because it has a protective outer shell that makes it difficult to kill. While there are millions of crypto germs in just one bowel movement, it only takes a few to make you sick for up to 3 weeks.
Oh joy.
Here's what you can do to avoid falling ill. Don't swim when you have diarrhea. Just one diarrheal incident can release enough germs into the water that swallowing a mouthful can cause diarrhea lasting 2 to 3 weeks. Don't swallow pool water, and don't drink water directly from streams, lakes, or other bodies of water. Practice good hygiene. Shower with soap before swimming and wash your hands with soap after using the toilet or changing diapers. Germs on your body, they end up in the water, but alcohol-based hand sanitizers do not work effectively on crypto. Avoid exposing open wounds or cuts to salt or brackish water. If exposed, wash the affected area right away with soap and clean water. If you become ill, visit your primary health care provider. Remove shoes worn in any animal environment, for example, in barns, before going inside your home. If you drink milk or apple cider, only buy it if it's been pasteurized. Do not swim for at least 2 weeks after your last bout with diarrhea, or squirties as we call it in our house.
Well, that's news you can use, Deirdre. Well, it's time to head over for Kara for this weekend's weather. Take it away, Kara. Tell us what's in the forecast.
Hi, I'm Colucci with CVTV Weekend Weather, and here is your update for the second weekend in July. All right, on Friday, we are looking at highs in the low to mid-90s. You may see a scattered thunderstorm here or there. You know that comes with that hot summer temperature, but it'll be a nice welcome change from that. Nasty, nasty thunderstorm that blew through here Thursday night. That's right, may rain, may not. It just depends on where you are. On Saturday, it is going to be the most beautiful day of our weekend. We're looking at highs in the mid-90s and shouldn't see a cloud in the sky. They are not forecasted at all, so no chance of thunderstorms, no chance of any raindrops coming your way. So it's a great day to get out and mow the grass, but make sure that you stay hydrated because, again, it's going to be hot. Mid-90s. That's right, mid-90s. All right, on Sunday, we are looking at a lot of the same thing. We're looking at highs in the mid-90s. Again, not too cloudy, not too rainy. maybe an intermittent cloud here or there, but should be a beautiful day and a fabulous weekend. Hope you have the opportunity to get out and enjoy it. I'm Colucci with CVTV Weekend Weather. Make it a great week.